helps immensely with panic attacks and insomnia. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one here, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from Dadweed off ETHEREUM. When this happened, 2017, the drug used was CBD at a dose of 25 milligrams. The route of administration was through an edible, gender, male, weight, 180 pounds, age, 32, and his prior experience includes he was a prior alcoholic and an opiate addict. He's tried several herbal remedies, weed, and antidepressants. So yeah, we're doing a CBD report. Some of you might be like, why are we doing CBD? Like what? I just decided that we're gonna start labeling any reports that have CBD because there are some people that just use CBD, and I do think it's impactful enough to be considered as an experience on its own. And it so just happens we have a few reports with CBD coming up after this. So here's a report with just CBD by itself. But even so, this one's still pretty interesting. I think you guys are going to like this one. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. At 32, I have had more than my fair share of panic attacks. Lately, I had been experiencing them every day. I was a longtime alcoholic and opiate addict until my wife and I had our little boy. I got serious, sought treatment, and I'm clean and sober to this day. The good part was, all my feelings came back. The bad part was, all my feelings came back. And with them, flashbacks to being abused and bullied, images of losing my dad to his own alcoholism, all floating back like a tidal wave of uncomfortable life experience. And with it came panic attacks, constant panic attacks. Not like once a day, I could deal with that. It was at least 5 to 6 times a day. At this point, I had been on several different drugs to treat my condition. I also had back issues. That's where my opiate addiction came from. I had resigned myself to sleeping 3 to 4 hours a day, and it was terrible. One day I discovered CBD. In a random shithouse luck moment, I stumbled upon the name of a good vendor of CBD oils and other products, and decided to try some of the edibles. I waited until everyone was home so that I could try one, not wanting to be alone should I experience any bad side effects. When all that was satisfied, I put on a good song and went to work. This was on an empty stomach, and I was experiencing a stomach bug at the time, so nausea is definitely a factor here. Start. Initial consumption. Not much in the way of flavor. It actually tastes like sugar and weed. I scarf it down pretty quickly because it's not my favorite taste. Here goes nothing. 30 minutes in. A feeling of relaxation washes over my body. Not like the I don't care if I misspelled something kind, but the zen, at peace with myself, feeling comes to mind. 1 hour in. Slight sedation kicks in. I want to go to sleep, but it isn't overwhelming. I'm noting a slight cotton mouth sensation at this time. Might just be me, but color perception seems brighter as well. My head also feels tingly, but ever so slightly. Nausea is starting to subside. 2 hours in. Still feeling super relaxed. It's as if I'm somewhat stoned, but without the paranoia or the mind-melting cerebral rush. I can hold a conversation at the dinner table without feeling panicked. I can move around without being in excruciating pain. Wow, I feel great. 3 hours in. Definitely feeling more relaxed. Picture back when we were kids and didn't have much to worry about. I can literally feel my stress melt away. My back feels the best it has felt in more than 5 years. Nausea is almost completely gone. On a side note, my appetite seems to be kicked up more than usual. I am happy, yet conflicted on if the amount of food I am consuming is healthy. 4 hours in. My wife just got some bad news about a family member, so I sit down to write a song to my wife, hoping to make her feel better. It's been a long time since I've written any kind of poetry, let alone lyrics. I am sitting here, super focused, with almost no pain. 5 hours in. It's getting late. I should probably go to sleep now. In summary, it's like someone took the good parts of being stoned, relaxation, pain relief, appetite, and bottled them up without the paranoia and inability to function past the couch. I have also tried several herbal remedies, and none have come close to what CBD does. I have tried valerian, kava kava, St. John's wort, GABA, and I'm going to stick with this. One thing that I noticed throughout the experience is that my emotions are there. I can still feel happy, sad, excited, bored, etc. Unlike with antidepressants, where I felt more like a sedated zombie than anything. Based on my experience, I have decided to make CBD a permanent part of my lifestyle for as long as I can obtain it. Alright, so here we are talking about just CBD. Normally we're going on about weed and how we like to stay smoking in the smoke sessions, but CBD is something I think people can take lightly at times. Even with just smoking all the time, I do feel like if I just take straight up CBD out the vial or something, I can definitely still feel it. Now, of course, it's not going to be as pronounced, but it's still presenting a noticeable effect regardless. But if you don't know what CBD does to you alone, imagine just having a body high. Your body becomes more relaxed than your mind does, but typically all parts of you tend to relax more. And for the most part, as we see here, everyday people do tend to prefer just taking CBD because, well, it can allow them to properly function while still reaping some of the medicinal benefits of the plant. I'll just say from what I've seen with CBD, it can do wonders for some people. Of course, here in Dadweed's report, it's a great example for calming his panic attacks, but it can also help with pain relief, nausea, if you need help gaining an appetite, or really one of the best things I've seen it used for is using it for sleep. And considering just how much prior experience Dadweed had mentioned he has, it really does show how powerful this substance can be on its own. But with that, we're going to leave it there. If you guys want to see more CBD or any drug at that, let me know in the comments below and we'll get to it. If you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow the socials. It's been someone that's no one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.